and small 5B. This is the program sheet, and the materials that we used for this were 3 different size dice. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And we put them in cups and just velcroed them to the bottoms on the lids just so that they were nice and stable. We were noticing the client was picking up the largest dice most frequently, so this just made the effort equal across all 3 sizes because they're the same size cup. Then we have for train class 1, 2, and 3 for our cylinders. So those are the materials that we used for all of our train classes. So I'll just run through and show you what these combos would look like. And again, for train class, you'd be prompting, reinforcing, and doing whatever was needed in that train class. So for dice 1 and 2, you would have these out in front of the client, and you would have cylinder 1 and 2 in front of you, and then you would move this one and say find the opposite. Obviously the opposite of small is big. And so 2 is the one that's circled because that would be the correct answer to give them a 10. The next one we have is dice 1 and 3. And then with 1 and 3 you're gonna have the same size. For your cylinders you can flip them either way. You obviously wanna switch up your order and use those strategies that everybody's used to. And then cylinder 3 would get moved, find the opposite, and they would hopefully pick the small dice because the opposite of big is small. The next one is 2 and 3. And again, you would move the cylinder, find the opposite, and the correct answer would be this dice. And so dice 2 is circled. Then the last one is 1 and 3. 1 and 3 of these, and you would move cylinder 1. So find the opposite, and the opposite of small is big. And so that third one is your correct answer. So that kind of runs through the train classes for you. For test class, we did a similar thing with the cups, except with yellow squares and white paper. So again, makes the squares obvious of the different sizes, but they all have the white backing to make them the equal effort. And then for the other portion of the stimuli, we just have styrofoam balls. We cut the bottoms off so they didn't roll around. So for this one, the test class 1 is square 1 and 2. And we would have ball 1 and 2. And for this one, we would be moving ball 2. So find the opposite. This is the correct answer. Again, this one you wouldn't be giving any feedback or prompting or reinforcing. You would just be taking your data. But just so you can see the run through, I'll show you the correct answers. 1 and 3. 1 and 3, you would move ball 1. Find the opposite. This is the correct answer because the opposite of small is big. The next one is square 2 and 3. And then you would need ball 2 and 3. Again, any order, flip them either way. These would be in front of the client. These would be in front of the therapist or the person running these programs. Find the opposite. And the correct answer would be this one. The opposite of small is big. Again, no feedback, but just so you can see what those correct answers would look like. So square 1 and 3, ball 1 and 3. Find the opposite. This would be the correct answer. So I hope that was helpful. That was just kind of a quick material sample for Peak Transformation Opposites Big and Small 5B.